Hello, everyone, and welcome to SONIQLOOX Conversations. It's our video interview series where we talk about bands about their music, their process, and the lives they're living alongside of their music. Today, we're talking with Jesus from Atypical Heroes, which is a ska punk band out of probably one of the most least likely of places, Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, they've been around since 2022, and they've built this sound from the ground up, raw, irreverent, and kinetic. And they released their debut album in 2025, staking claim on a scene that didn't exist around them when they started. So, Jesus, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Now, I made that faux pas twice already, calling your name Jesus or Jesus. So there's a little bit more to that that you were just talking a little bit before we hit record. Give us a little bit backstory. How did that come to be for you?
Honestly, just in high school, growing up in California, all my friends called me Jesus.
Okay.
Hang out with a bunch of skaters, and it just kind of stuck when I noticed that like racist people and religious people would get upset. Anytime someone called me Jesus, I thought it was hilarious. So I was like, I'm going to go by Jesus from now on.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I get it.
It stuck.
But with the name Atypical Heroes for a band, I'm curious, where did that actually come from? I mean, does it still mean the same thing to you now that it did when you first came up with it?
It does. So I actually, before I named the band, I wrote a song called Atypical Heroes.
Okay.
I had lost quite a few friends in the last few years to suicide. So I wrote a song about the people who are there for you, or people who were there for me when I was going through it as well. Mm-hmm. And it kind of has a little undertone of this music saved my life as well.
Yeah.
So I decided to name the band Atypical Heroes as that hero that's not wearing a cape, but it's always there to help you out and stuff, you know. To me, like I said, music was definitely that for me, and that's honestly why I play music.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can do that for someone else.
That is so powerful. I mean, music is really a hero, I guess, if you want to put it that way, right? So that it really is a hero. It's its own character. It lifts you up and support you. And yeah, that's so powerful. That is such an awesome name.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like we definitely take it for granted. Music, you know, if it just disappeared one day, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I hear you completely. So you say you've been playing music for a while, I'm assuming probably most of your adult life into your teenage and formative years. When was it moment that where it actually felt like, hey, I can do something with this. I can make a living with this, or this is real. I can make a band out of this. Or when was that moment that it hit you that this could happen?
Well, I mean, we don't make a living out of it. We don't make any money, but
okay, strike that.
Six-piece band, you know. But so I've been when I moved to Salt Lake, I joined a band called Murphy and the Giants, like this Celtic horror punk band, and we've been doing that for like 10 years. So kind of got my my experience in being in bands and stuff, and. Mm-hmm. And 2022, and I had a couple songs already from like when I was in high school, things like that. But I started trying to get into more ska writing, and I wrote a couple songs. And then I had like two friends that were in a bagpipe band.
Yeah.
And they would play like every St. Patty's, they would play. And then my Irish or Celtic punk band would play. So I got to meet those guys. And then one day they were like, I play trumpet. I play trombone. We know a sax player. I was like, you guys want to start a ska band? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And that's pretty much, I just needed someone to tell me that they played the trumpet. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
There you go. It's always a trumpet player. That's cool.
Yeah, I wish they were here. They're
everyone's off into the winds, but that's cool. I mean, I like sitting down with you. When before, I guess before Atypical Heroes came into formation, you said you were in your other band there. What would you say that you were listening to that you'd never admit to anyone that you were listening to, but you're still proud of that you listened to it?
I don't know. I'm very closed minded actually when it comes to music. It's kind of weird. Like
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
a, I'm not, it's not something I'm proud of. Like, but like, there's just some type of music that I'm just like, I don't want to listen to it ever. Um, but I guess, I don't know. Like I listen to a lot of folk punk music,
Oh, okay.
like Andrew Jackson Jihad, Pat the Bunny, and,
Yeah,
things like that.
that's very cool. Very cool. I mean, yeah, we all have our musical tastes, right? I mean, I think there's some genres of music where I'll be like, nope, can't do it.
You
But ska is not one of them. I think in prepping for this interview, I listened to a lot of ska music just to get me in that mindset. And I remember, oh yeah, this is so good. How come I stopped listening to it for a while? And it's like taking me back to like the late '90s and all that memories that
know,
I had from that music time. And yeah, it was just so cool.
It's definitely fun music, man. I don't know why it gets so much hate, and
Yeah.
especially with so many like subgenres. So like, if you don't just like the old like two tone ska or the first wave type of ska, there's like punk ska. You got like ska core. Like there's so many different things you can listen to that'll get you where you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the whole band, you guys have, I was looking at some of your imagery from some of your album covers and some of your social media posts. How intentional is that, the look and feel of what you guys are doing there? Is it a language that you feel like you guys are building, or is it just kind of happened?
I think it just happened. We've talked about like having a image or like wearing certain things on stage and stuff, and we're like, no, I'm just gonna dress how we want to dress, and everyone does what they want to do, pretty much.
There you go.
You know, it's like the only thing that comes up is like suits, but everyone, people have done that so much
Yeah.
that we don't want to do suits.
What would be the opposite of wearing a suit? Just going like pajamas or something.
Yeah, I do. We did have a Halloween show where we all dressed up as different things, so that was fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm someone who hasn't heard of your band and I'm walking into where you're playing, wherever show it may be, um, what do you think is like the tension in the room when your music is playing? Like, is there what friction is making it interesting? What's gonna capture my attention right away?
I mean, the horns for sure. The Ryan, our bass player, has awesome bass lines. So if you're like into the groove of music, you're definitely gonna get into it. But honestly, with us, uh, everyone's just so full of energy and
Yeah.
just having such a good time. It's really just that's the vibe. So as soon as you walk in there, you just got to let it. You
Hmm.
can't just as long as you let it, you'll start having a good time right away. It's all
Yeah.
fun. It might be. I write a lot of sad songs, but it's super energetic, so it sounds like a great time.
There you go. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about ska music is that it is full of energy. You're not going to be like you said, a sad song's not going to bring you down. You're gonna move to it, and I
Yeah.
think that's so cool. Um, but okay, so you did release your album last year, your first LP.
Yeah.
Walk me through a little bit how those songs actually got made. Was it like very easy? Who wrote it? Was it messy? Did it all just come together? Walk me just a brief walkthrough of that.
So I'm very. I don't know. I wish my band was here to tell you how terrible it is to work with me. I write all the songs. I do
Okay.
give them creative control of their instruments. Like usually, if I have an idea, I'll bring it up to them, and I'll be like, here, like for the horns, I'll be like, I'll whistle a melody that I want them to play,
Uh-huh.
but it's like I'm like, here's a skeleton melody. You make it better. Um, but with the first record, I think I had written like I think it was like I had 4 songs written down when we started like forming the band,
Hmm.
and I had a bass player who was trying to write some songs, but it just was kind of like it was more like reggae and stuff, and
Okay.
just wasn't
Yeah.
something that I wanted to like go towards. And in that time, I brought up all these old ska songs that I wrote in high school. So
Okay.
I just added those and started practicing those, and then I added, I think, 2 or 3 more songs in that time, and that was our first record.
There you go.
And so I usually, uh, I'll make a riff, I'll write the lyrics, make a the progression or whatever of the song, and then I'll just show it to them, and they kind of come up with their parts. And again, I let them do whatever they want, and unless it sounds bad, then I'll tell them, like, hey, I don't like that. And I'm very good at that part. I'm very good. No, don't do that. Do something else. But I'm terrible at telling them what to do, like, because I don't know their instruments, and I'm actually probably the least talented musician in my band. They're all phenomenal musicians. I can write songs for some reason, but like if you're like, what key is that in? I'm like, I don't know. So here you go.
It's this one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But
Well,
yeah, that's pretty
you
much
know
how that's
enough.
one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, enough. And I know what sounds good and what
There
doesn't.
you go.
That's where I'm at. But
And that's
this next
important.
record,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said we just recorded 2 singles, and there's definitely more intricate stuff. So I'm getting better at my songwriting and including, like, thinking of what I want the horns to do or drums to do. So I'm
That,
excited to release those soon.
that's cool. So you feel like there's been a progression in like the musicality for you. So you're
Oh
seeing like the
yeah,
bigger picture. That's cool.
yeah, yeah. My stuff's still super simple and and the same, but yeah. Now I'm like, you guys got to do more.
Put the onus on them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Was there any moment, whether it be at rehearsal or even in the studio when you're recording, where something didn't go as expected or as you wanted, it went completely sideways, but that it ended up maybe changing something within you that you look back on it now and you're like, oh yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
Um. No, nothing. Not
Nothing.
really
Okay.
anything I can think
That's
of. Like,
good.
yeah. I mean, like I said, like they're phenomenal musicians. So like they'll like come up with something right away, and it already sounds good, and then they just make it better.
Okay.
And yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. Apart
Hey,
from like the first drummer we had, um, he wasn't the best, and then he started drinking a lot and stuff. So once we kicked him out, I get like that's the closest I can think of to like, oh yeah, that was definitely for the best.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you have to make changes in order to move forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been the hardest part of all of this so far for you? Not the part where like, oh, everything's been great, but like the real answer.
So I mean, 6 people in a band, trying to get them all to practice, learn new songs is difficult because everyone has a life, you know. Like
Mhm.
I'll record something on acoustic guitar and vocals, and I'll send it to them, and maybe one of them will listen to it.
Uh,
And so when we go to practice, no one knows the song, no one knows the structure, so we're starting from square one. Um, Half the time, someone can't make it to practice, you know, so we're always missing one person. I'm like I said, I'm in another band. Our everyone everyone in my band, I think, is in another band. Our bass player is in another one right now, but he
wow.
was. Our trumpet player does does drums for the bagpipe bands, and
Uh-huh.
he
Uh-huh.
travels, like he
Wow.
does
Okay.
competitions. So he's gone. I think he's going to Austria in a
Oh
week for
wow.
work too. Like,
Wow.
so he's
Okay.
always moving. Um, yeah, so that's probably the hardest is, and especially as a singer and as this being my project, it sometimes my brain's like, man, like I wish, like I want the commitment that I'm putting in,
Hmm.
but like, but it's not that because they're obviously committed.
Right.
They're
Right.
doing the work and stuff,
Right.
but it just like it takes a toll on me because I'm like trying to do all these things, and then it feels like sometimes they're not. But
Hmm.
it's just life.
Well, yeah, and it's your fault for getting such great musicians to come alongside you.
Yeah, that is very true.
I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
I can't make too many waves because then they'll leave me and I'll be stuck.
No, it's you guys are doing great. I mean, the music I've heard is just fantastic, and all of your social media posts that you put out there on like TikTok, all your videos, and I just want to be in that room with you guys to feel that energy when you're creating this stuff. It just feels so magical to me.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we've actually had a couple people ask us if they can sit in at our practices, and I'm like, we should just, because I don't know if you've seen the videos, like we practice in the garage now in the summer, or now it's going to be all the time. We practice in the garage, and we can just leave that door open and have people hanging out on the driveway and listen to us play.
There you go.
It might be boring half the time or listen to the same song like 8 times, but
well, people rotate in, rotate out, right?
We do have a lot of people in the neighborhood come through, and it's like one of those neighborhoods where like everyone that's lived there has lived there forever. Like the people that are living in those houses right now, that was their like grandparents' houses, so they all know each other. People are always walking around and stuff and saying hi, and so it's pretty cool.
That's cool. You got a built-in audience right there, and you say, "Hey, tell us if this one works," and then
Yeah.
I was at the punk rock museum here in Vegas recently, and they have like a replica, I think, of like the Pennywise garage where they started out. So there you go. You can have your own Atypical garage and just have shows right there. Why not?
We actually got to play in the little lobby right next to the bar at the punk rock museum. We got to play there once.
That's cool.
So, I really wish we would have played in the garage, but we're not that big yet. We'll get there one day.
I don't know if they could fit all 6 of you in the garage, though. It's kind of small.
Also very true, yeah.
That is cool. That is really cool. Well, 5 years from now, Jesus, what do you think Atypical Heroes looks like? And what does success actually mean to you at that point?
I mean, I would hope we'd have at least 3 records by then. Maybe signed. I mean, yeah, like with these 2 singles that we're going to release, I'm going to do a press packet and try to see if anyone likes what they hear and stuff. I'm hoping we're probably going to get a bunch of rejection letters, but that'll be cool too, because at least we'll get a rejection letter from them. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, like at least 3 records. I don't know if we're ever going to be a touring band, just because we all work and stuff. We all like half of us have kids, more than half has kids and stuff. So I don't think we'd ever be like a Toasters type band where we're touring constantly. It would be like a weekend warrior thing, or maybe a 1 week thing here and there. Unless they somehow people want to give us a lot of money, then
there you go.
Then we'll go on tour.
You won't say no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But that's pretty much it. And I just enjoy playing music. I said, like, if I can write a song that'll help someone not do it, like that's all I care about.
So that's like your guiding mantra, or your guiding light is that, and that is so great. I mean, I think we've all, or most people, I know I have been touched by someone who's made that choice, and then I know also for myself, it's like I wish I would have seen the signs, or I wish I could have done more, but you really couldn't. But just like you said, making a song for people to hear before that, who knows? Yeah. So that is really cool. Thank you for sharing that part, because that is really such a personal note to it all, and that makes it all come full circle.
I honestly think that's why my song, because I don't think my songs are anything special, but the fact that I put so much emotion into like how I feel when I write a song, it's what really I think it comes through in the song, and that's why people relate to it more.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And well, I think you should keep doing what you're doing. I mean, even in this day and age, you don't have to tour. Just make good music and people will find you. Speaking of finding you, if people want to follow your journey, where's the best place on social?
Well, I'm terrible at all because I'm the one that controls everything. So like sometimes I'll be like, hey, I have nothing to do, and I'll jump on every single one and post videos and stuff. And then like I'll go a week and I'll be like, oh crap, I haven't done anything. But yeah, no, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook are the biggest ones that I use. Okay. And then we should be on all streaming services for that record. I need to figure out my Bandcamp. I know we have a Bandcamp, but apparently people can't, when they look us up, they can't find us. But I'm paying for it, so I got to figure that out. It's there, yeah. But yeah, and then the biggest thing is just I mean, if you're in the area, you know, coming to shows and stuff, or seeing when we go on. We've gone to California twice, hit Vegas on the way.
There you go.
We might do that again this year. We're trying to go to the East Coast, but I don't think with gas prices and everything, I think we might stick to the West Coast still.
Hey, benefit for me. I'll catch you next time you guys ride through Vegas for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, rock on, Jesus. We appreciate you spending some time here at SONIQLOOX to talk with us and share your story and more about your band. So everyone out there, go listen to Atypical Heroes. Go follow them on all the socials. Push all the buttons and get your ska on because they're great.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.